Number 78 leads the charge there, and of course, that's Jason Hess, the junior.
Malik Cook also, there's Carl Washington right there, causing a little bit of a problem, but it's Malik Cook, 32, that gets in there, as well as the lineman that Mickey mentioned earlier.
The Western Branch defense, expect them to move up some. You see, they don't give a lot of yardage against the pass.
No, they sure don't.
Indian River, 166. So this is going to be a very interesting second half. You see Deep Creek and Oscar Smith. How about that? 4 teams out of the city of Chesapeake, the top defensive teams in Tidewater. An official's timeout with 8:55 to go in the third quarter. And the best offensive player of the night for the Bruins could possibly be the Bruin defensive unit. They have shut down James Boyd.
They sure have. You know, I said before that part of the reason that Western Branch wasn't doing well is that Boyd wasn't getting the yardage he usually gets. So far, he has 3 sacks. He's had 8 rushes for 0 yards, and he's been sacked 3 times.
Got a quick look at the points allowed also. You see both of these teams among the leaders in Tidewater, but Boyd having a rough go of it tonight. Here comes Malik Cook, nothing fancy. Mike Tolliver not fooled.
You know, Mickey, I'm really surprised that even though you can't see this on your television, that the cars are still circling the track here and people are still walking around. Usually officials won't let cars ride on the track while play is taking place.
Take a look at the points allowed again, and you notice Deep Creek, Indian River, Smith, and Western Branch.
Just as I said earlier, Indian River rated above Western Branch in all the defensive categories, but I'm not sure you would know that tonight.
8:04 to go, third quarter. The Braves, this season, very strong defensively in the third quarter, have only allowed 1 touchdown the entire season in the third quarter.
Too bad Darren Walton wide open right there, Mickey. He could have gotten that pass, and he had some green in front of him, or some green and brown, but nonetheless, he had some area to run in front of him, but the ball not very well thrown.
Let's go down to Merlin Vaughn.
Hey guys, on the Western Branch sideline, starting safety, Clayton Porter is out of the game with a medial collateral ligament injury. I talked to Dr. Gregory. He said it'll be week to week. Back up top.
And he had a couple of calls in the first half, so that could hurt the Bruins. Here comes Sharon Stith with Malik Cook blocking in front. He breaks through, but we have a flag down on the play. Stith is going to go into the end zone, but we have a flag down, and the Western Branch coaching staff doesn't look very happy. So we can expect this one to come back, maybe illegal motion or a hold.
I think it may be a hold. We'll find out. I'm wrong. It's hold.
Illegal motion.
Illegal motion.
Against the Bruins, and then negates the touchdown. Look at the replay.
I want you to just see how Stith makes this a nice play. He gets a good block right there from Malik Cook, and then he turns it on. He turns that block very much to his advantage. Stumbles forward.
On the offense, we're going to replay third down.
And is still able to get out in front. Only Stukes to beat, and he beats him. Tell you what, good speed right there from number 77. That's pretty good for a lineman.
Edward Seward. 7:43 to go, third quarter. 2 touchdown lead for the Bruins, facing a 3rd down and 8 now from the 48-yard line. Oh, let's see. They're going to move it back now. It's going to be 3rd down, and we'll call it 12. Bruins could use a big first down here. James Boyd will be playing safety. Expect him to be around the ball before something is finished on this play. Darren Walton, the leading receiver in Tidewater, split to the far side, really hasn't been a huge factor in this game so far tonight. Lorenzo Ferguson will go in motion. Darrell Walton the throw. Complete, good for a first down, Lorenzo Ferguson.
The key word for Western Branch, Mickey, has been what Coach Johnston said when we talked to him at halftime, and that's execution. The team is executing. He catches the pass right at the first down marker. That play is beautifully designed to get the first down, and you have to design, you have to execute. They execute, get the first down, and you know, it was what, 3rd down and 12, something like that, 3rd down 13. Beautiful play by the Western Branch Bruins. They're eating them up.
So they have a first down at the Braves 45, and we may have the illegal shift again or a delay of game. Let's see. Preston Harding will fill us in.
We had dead ball, illegal procedure on the offense.
So they'll be faced with a 1st and 15 from midfield.
Western Branch, Mickey, I think is getting a little excited now. And I think that they need to calm down a little bit, take a deep breath, and continue to execute here and stop making mental mistakes.
Throwing situation for Darrell Walton. The offensive line, Humphrey, Hess, Iman, Smith, and Graves across the front did a great job in the first half. Ferguson's going to come in motion. Stith. The thing you have to like about Stith is he can run it on the outside or the inside. When he goes to the outside, he's got the great moves, plants his foot and accelerates, much like Barry Sanders, where he doesn't lose any speed.
Number 50, Mike Fowler.
6:41 to go, third quarter. Mickey Irving and Richie Babb, Smacky Stats in the booth, along with Merlin Vaughn on the sideline. Homecoming night at Indian River. The home team down 2 touchdowns to the Bruins. The Bruins facing a 2nd down and 11. Walton to throw, pressure this time. And there's a sack. Sam Hardy, along with Antonio Spavi and big number 50, Mike Tolliver.
The play before this, Western Branch reaches 100 yards on 25 rushes. Good pursuit here. Again, this is one of those plays, you know, I said it looks like Indian River's playing in spurts, but I think this is one of the plays they figured out and they know how to defend and they're used to now, so they just stuff it for a loss.
The Bruins on their last 3rd and long got a 1st down. A big one here now. From the 45-yard line. 3rd and 10. Walton. That's the difference between Walton and Boyd. Walton, not quite the runner of James Boyd, and the Bruins are going to have to kick it away. Lance Bishop steps up and makes the hit there. See some Indian River Middle School players there down on the track cheering on Lance Bishop. Lance Bishop, 6'1", 190. You see him down on the field, he seems much larger. Daniel Duche to kick it away.
First punt of the game for Western Branch, or is it the 2nd or 3rd?
A low kick, Corey Holly at the 15. Look at that downfield coverage from the Bruins. They were burned last week against Lake Taylor and had one return for a touchdown.
What did I
good
tell
coverage
you?
there.
Not only an impenetrable wall here, but a fast one too. They're all over it.
And that's Rashad Cook, his 2nd special team call of the night.
Now, I don't think he's not 100%. I don't even think he's 60%. Look at this, Mickey. Neither team has a player ranked in rushing, but they both have players ranked in passing and pass receiving, and that's evident tonight in the fact that both of these teams having pretty good success in the air as opposed to on the ground.
James Boyd taking matters into his own hands, makes a nice cutback. Lorenzo Ferguson seems to be following James Boyd all over the field. Also there on the stop, Marvin Urquhart.
Let me expand a little bit more on that last revelation, Mickey. Western Branch has had some success. They're 3rd and long, 3rd and 12 or 13. They do run a pass play, execute it perfectly, 1st down. It's 3rd down and 11. They try a run play, and it's stuffed. Much more success in the air, it seems, in key situations for Western Branch tonight in the air.
Just over 4 minutes remain, 3rd quarter. Boyd down 2 touchdowns, looks to air it out, tipped, and Kaysen almost made an outstanding play on the coverage for Coach Lou Johnston, number 37, Jason Parker. James Boyd throwing again.
And again, he gets pretty good protection here from his offensive line. It's decent. And Kaysen, you know, most guys don't even get their hands on that ball, but because of Kaysen's ability to leap, he's able to get his hands on it. Speaking of success in the air tonight, Boyd, 7 of 13, a little better than 50% for 103 yards. And on the ground, Indian River has yet to reach 100 yards.
Already 13 attempts in the ballgame for Boyd. He only averages 15 a game. Here comes the handoff to Hardy. Sam Hardy. Ferguson trips him up, but he should get the 1st down, and that's what happens. They use the passing game to set up the running game there. Let's go down to Merlin Vaughn on the Indian River sideline.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with News Channel 3 sports anchor Bob Matthews. Bob, you've seen a lot of schools, and tell us more about the Division 6 competition in this area.
I tell you what, down at the beach, the team that I've really been impressed with this year has been Green Run. The Stallions are just so talented. Plaxico Burris not just one of the best players in this region, but one of the best receivers in the country. He's got scholarship offers from everywhere. You know, Ed Cuffey, their quarterback, is solid. And, you know, they're so good. This game takes on the implications that these two teams are playing to see who doesn't open up with them in the first round of the playoffs. So if I had to pick a team on the south side that I'd say to beat in either division, really, it's got to be the Stallions. They're really strong.
Okay, thanks a bunch, Bob.
Sure.
Okay, guys, a lot of talent in the Division 6 area. You heard it from here, back up top.
Thanks, Merlin. The last play, Boyd with the keeper there. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 from midfield. We'll call it 2nd down 7. Boyd out of the shotgun. Marvin Urquhart misses Boyd as he brings it to the near side. Another first down for James Boyd. Lorenzo Ferguson again on the stop. Boyd, as we've seen so many times, taking matters in his own hands, the great athlete, gets the first down.
3 first downs for Boyd, and I don't think that Indian River has had more than 3 total first downs. How many first downs Indian River have total? Oh, 10.
Anthony Kaysen shaken up, may have leg cramps. Jason Parker in defensively. Clayton Porter, again, the plays in the defensive backfield, is out with an injury.
Indian River would do well to continue to give the ball to Hardy. He's averaging 12.5 yards per carry, 25 yards, but only has 2 of them.
They fake it to Hardy, and Boyd to carry it again. Tries to make a move and has his foot slip out from under him. On the stop, number 22, Bryant Clements, 2nd down long. Thanks to that man, Bryant Clements. 2:01 to go, 3rd quarter. Now put this in the back of your mind with 2 minutes to go.
Okay.
The Western Branch Bruin defense, as next week we'll see the Deep Creek Hornets and Great Bridge Wildcats. See the D-Train, Dion Dyer. Put this in the back of your mind. The Western Branch Bruin defense has only allowed 2 scores in the 4th quarter, and both of those have been in blowouts. Dropped by Antoine Stooks. Boyd throws a bullet to Stooks, and he dropped it. Boyd with plenty of time to throw.
Sure does. Nice protection and really throws it right on the letters. Little low. Bad place to have it hit you, though, apparently.
I hate when that happens.
Oh, man.
Is this symbolic or what?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I don't fear him.
1:23 to go, 3rd quarter. Let me give you that stat again now.
Okay.
Western Branch Bruins defense have only given up 2 4th quarter scores, and both of those have been in blowouts late in the ballgame.
I hope that I'm not the one the Reaper's here for, though. I look around the stands, and there are some people that could be in danger.
And we have a whistle now. We're having a problem with the clock. We're going to put 1:13, I think. Situation is 3rd and long. Our 23 Sports Game of the Week airtime Saturday at 12. Start off with the game of the week before you switch to the college games there. And then Sunday mornings, of course, the 9 a.m. showing. Mondays at 4:30 in the afternoon. And Thursday night, the primetime showing of the game of the week right here on 23 Sports.
Chinese night at my house. Bring some Chinese food this Thursday. We'll check it out. Okay. You know, somebody's going to show up at my house sometime. I'm going to be mad.
The buffet Obab. James Boyd, 3rd and long. Hit as he released the ball. And now the Braves facing another 4th down situation where they're going to have to go for it. 4th down and 9 from the 35-yard line of the Bruins. This defensive unit has done the job out here tonight.
Hustle, hustle, hustle!
They're sending in mass substitutions now, are the Braves. Boyd is going to check out of the ball game. I wonder if they're going to kick it away. Sam Hardy is back around midfield. It looks like they're going to kick it away. The Bruins have nobody deep. They don't believe this at all.
Yeah, they really don't.
But they're going to kick it. Hardy, if he can get a roll here, and he does. Great job, downfield coverage from Chris Jones, but he hit the goal line. It's going to go out to the 20. Jones can't believe it. But he did land on the goal line there. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Bruins. There's Chris Jones right there, 52.
May be hard to tell here. He falls on it. He goes into the end zone. I don't know about the ball. Well, I guess it's a ball that's got to go in, though, for it to be a... is that right? What is it?
His body crossed it, so that's it.
That's it. Even if the ball doesn't. Hello?
Yes, even if the... Are you talking to me?
Well, I was thinking about it.
I thought you were making a statement.
I don't see anybody else up here with a headset on.
I thought that was...
Hey, you. Oh, you thought it was a rhetorical question?
I didn't know it was in the form of a question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought we were playing Jeopardy.
Oh, yeah.
1st down from the 20 for the Bruins, 59 seconds to go.
Who is the dumb person in the booth tonight?
Malik Cook meets the entire Indian River defensive front.
You know, that's probably the most impressive Indian River defensive play we've seen tonight. And you'll see here, he has some blockers in front of him, but Indian River manages to sneak around behind him. And check out those numbers, 34. That was almost like a blitz there from Indian River.
Heath Amon's there, got in the picture pretty good. Of course, that's not the way you want to do it there, Heath. 25 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. 2nd down long from the 19. Braves could use a defensive stand here. Inside handoff, Stith, he has a hole. Corralled after a 1st down by Sam Hardy.
I tell you what, that was such a good run. I'm standing up here. You can't see it, but the Grim Reaper ran in fear. And that's amazing. I mean, what he's able to do there is basically, even though from up here it looks like it's him, he's able to break out of the pack. Actually, what it is nice work from that offensive line, giving him that narrow trench to run through to break it around the end. Nice play from the line and from Stitt.
Let's go down to Merlin Vaughn, who has really enjoyed homecoming night here tonight. Down to Merlin.
Thanks, guys. This being homecoming, it's only appropriate to meet the homecoming queen, Nicole Fry. Nicole, how are you, and how are you on your special night?
I'm very excited, very surprised also.
And this special man beside you, Mr. James Fry, the principal of Indian River. Special, beautiful daughter, and a special night for the family.
Very much so. Very proud tonight.
All right, Nicole, tell us about your future ambitions.
I would like to play in UVA, where I would later become a pharmacist, where I would major in biology.
Tell us about this dream, the dream of being homecoming queen and being crowned homecoming queen.
I've always wanted to be homecoming queen ever since I was coming to the games as a little girl with my father, so it's a good big dream.
Is he such a big inspiration to you?
Yes, he's a very big inspiration.
Okay, Mr. Fry, you know we got to talk about this game tonight. What are your impressions of the team so far?
Well, I'm somewhat disappointed at this point. We have a quarter to go. You know, we're known to come back the last minute, so we have to pull one out at the buzzer again, I think.
All right.
We're still hoping.
Okay, hey, an eternal optimist. He says Indian River in the 4th quarter. Back up top.
Don't forget the Norcom game where James Boyd just took total control, but I'm going to give you my favorite Western Branch stat one more time.
Okay.
They've only allowed 2 touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
And I've got a stat for you
and in blowouts
after this play.
1st down after the Stith carry from the 31-yard line. Stith. Again, the Indian River defense steps up big on the stop, number 58, Jeremy Lancaster.
How about this? Of all the quarters this season, Indian River is scoring the fewest points in the 4th quarter. It's not a big difference, but still.
But it's a fact.
It's a fact. The fewest number of points per quarter Indian River is scoring in the 4th quarter. Their worst offensive quarter. Of course, then again, a lot of times if you're winning by a lot, you don't, continue to produce points.
And 23 sports fans will remember that we didn't have any scoring in the 2nd half last week in the Deep Creek Oscar Smith game.
Yeah.
And none thus far this week. Pass intended for Darren Walton. Anthony Kaysen with great coverage down there. And Darren Walton, the leading receiver in Tidewater, really not a major factor in this ball game so far tonight. He hasn't been able to really hook up with his brother Darrell. Kaysen with great coverage.
Yeah, really nice. Really couldn't get to that, either one of them.
3rd down and 9 now for the Bruins. Looking to convert on the 3rd and long. Darrell Walton.
Bet they pass.
Inside handoff. This is Ferguson short of the 1st down. They give it to Stith and hope the defense goes that way. Stith gives it to Ferguson coming back. But Indian River not fooled.
What I meant to say is I bet they run a reverse.
I thought that's what you
Yeah,
would
that's what I'm just getting tongue-tied.
Fourth down, the Bruins have to kick it away. And after this punt, well, since we have a stop and play, maybe we'll go ahead and get some third quarter smacky stats in, as Lance Bishop appears to have pulled a muscle. We'll get the smacky stats in just a few minutes. 10:51 to go in the ball game. A 14-point lead for Coach Lou Johnston and the Bruins. Fourth down and 5. Duche to kick it away. Kaysen and Holly are back. They kick it to Holly, but well short. Takes a small Indian River bounce. They'll have decent field position at the 34-yard line.
If Indian River doesn't score in the second half, Mickey, they'll be going against their tradition of producing points. They have scored at least one touchdown in 23 of their last 27 games. But there's an exception to every rule. That's why it's 23 out of 27 and not 27 out of 27.
They haven't been shut out this season.
Even able to score against Deep Creek.
Last time I believe they were shut out is against the Lake Taylor team over at Harbor Park. 7-0 last season, 1994. This is Mike Joyner. Gets a great block from Sam Hardy up the near side, and he breaks free. Good for a first down to the Western Branch 35, a saving tackle from Western Branch's Bryant Clements.
But I got to tell you something, Western Branch must be practicing some sort of defensive action when something like that happens, because it was a last-second tackle, but you'll see a lot of guys in front of him. Also, what I want to show you here on the replay is that as he does it here, nice head fake. You'll see it coming up right here. He acts like he's going inside right there. Whoa, psych, I'm going this way. Does two things. Psychs out the Western Branch defender and uses his block beautifully, gives the guy blocking him just enough time to hold that block for him to get by. So credit a couple things. The head fake right there at the end for the last few yards. Good speed from him and a good block.
Good for a 35-yard gain. Sam Hardy with a crushing block there on Jason Parker.
Indian River's starting to pick up their production a little bit, 159 yards. Now they're only less than 50 yards behind Western Branch in total offense. What's interesting, both of these teams below average in their offensive production. 5 penalties for Western Branch, that's a lot for them. 14-0 is the score.
5 penalties against the Western Branch Bruins. That makes the most this season against the Bruins. They're averaging only 2.5 penalties a game.
What's interesting too, Mickey, both teams having, as you know, teams go so far as difference between passing and rushing, having some pretty good success in the air.
And we thought that James Boyd would be in at quarterback all game, but this is Antoine Stooks, and he pitches to Corey Holly. Holly able to plant on that sore ankle, but he runs on it gingerly after planting the foot down. And I'm scanning the field for James Boyd, and he is shaken up, and he's on the near sideline right now, so they're going to go with Antoine Stooks. Watch Holly after he plants. Watch him limp here.
Oh, yeah. And look, he continues to do that. Holly has had trouble with that ankle since about week 2 or 3.
After the big 35-yard run, Boyd has to come out of the game, and they're going to have to go with Stooks. It's 2nd down and 8 from the 30.
Actually, I take that back. I think the first injury was in the Norcom game.
This could be movement against the Braves, which would be understandable why when you change quarterbacks, they go with a different cadence. And that could
Dead
be
ball, false start on the offense. 5 yards replay.
As soon as you think the momentum goes the way the Indian River Braves, Boyd has to come out of the game. And they have to go with Stooks, who does a great job. But let's go down to Merlin Vaughn. Maybe he'll fill us in on what happened to James Boyd.
Guys, we know on the Indian River sideline that their star running back Corey Holly is hobbled with an ankle injury. Now starting quarterback James Boyd has pulled a right hamstring. He's being taped on the sideline. He's hobbling, he's limping. Noticeably, he might be back in the game. Back up top.
He is back in the game, but he limps badly going to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 14, an injured Boyd in the ball game. Gives it to Antoine Stooks. Stooks breaks a tackle. Trying to stretch it out. There's the face mask call. They will be close to a first down. And another late flag coming in.
Those flags come in like little nuclear bombs coming in from every which direction. Also on the sidelines, Mickey, Ronnie Wilson, number 24 for Indian River, having his ankle tended to. And Merlin Vaughn there in close proximity, checking it out. I'm sure we'll have a report in a minute. Look at Boyd, still not running 100% after that last injury.
50%.
Yeah, so that's 2 big ones. Let's see, well, we're not going to see his injury, but we will see this replay.
Coming up here, there's the face mask.
Oh, yep, sure is, and that's a big one.
Good for a first down inside the 20 now. Indian River has threatened a couple times in this ballgame, but this their best offensive threat of the night with 8:37 to go, fourth quarter, down 2 touchdowns. James Boyd. Loose ball. Boy, that was a strange looking play. I don't know who ended up with it. 4 loose balls tonight, and James Boyd ends up with it, and you can see the hamstring bothering James Boyd. What a gamer this guy is. He wants to be in there.
Meant to mention, Mickey, some star performers at the end of the third quarter in conjunction with the stats. Smacky Stats guys who were screaming, "Hook 'em horns," last Saturday. That's funny. Boyd had 12 rushes for 35 yards. Stith had 18 rushes for 96 yards. And look, a little note down here at the bottom of the just say no to automatic bowl bids for ACC teams. What's he got against the ACC?
I like it.
I know, they're a basketball conference. Don't even tell me.
7:51 to go in the ball game. Braves trail by 2 touchdowns. The pitch to Sam Hardy. He wants to throw. Hardy with all day throws across the field. There's the first interception in 3 games for the Western Branch Bruins, and it's picked off by number 7, Robert Holly. Make that the first interception in the last 5 games for the Bruins, and at what a crucial time with Indian River's best threat of the night. Holly steps up and picks off the pass, the halfback pass from Sam Hardy. All day to throw. You see Hardy set and throw. He gets off a good pass, and Robert Holly just steps 1 step in front of David Selby, just like you teach it in summer practice. Go meet the ball. And that's exactly what he did. The Bruins now trying to get it away from the end zone, just trying to get some working room on that carry. The quarterback, Darrell Walton. 7:03 to go. They had a 5-minute drive in the first half. The homecoming fans at Indian River, not much to cheer about right now.
No, a lot of fans here from the last several years, and they remember some really strong Indian River teams. This year was early in the season. We thought they were the best team behind Deep Creek in the whole area, but after playing Deep Creek, I think that took its toll emotionally, that defeat, that is.
I think they're going to rebound, though, and I think they're going to be a force in the playoffs. Stith on the carry, a late flag. Mike Tolliver on the stop. Indian River, they go 7-3, can make the playoffs, and I think they can defeat either team over at the beach. Take a look at the top 10 in the state, and they listen to the 23 sports staff by putting Patrick Henry Ashland in at number 9. Indian River, by the way, 1 vote away from being in the top 10.
That's